I wonder if you could use them to prevent Alzheimer's.
Okay, we're now pushed to talk as well.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Right, I was typing them up there, so I pressed mute. So.
These great serpent eyes are horrifyingly hard to get.
It's
Sorry.
a state of update, you still only have 2.
Yeah. I've learned that they're
So.
both a rare regular drop and an 8% monograph drop. So if I were chaining these, I could improve my odds from a 1% chance, then an 8% chance, to a 5% chance, then an 8% chance. But that doesn't seem good enough to justify the extreme difficulty of avoiding killing any of these other enemy types. Because,
Because there are lots of other like random bullshit enemies too.
yeah, tons of them. I could give it a go maybe. I could kill those 3, run out the top of this area, zone through the roof laser one, come back. Alright, you can die as well. Yeah, but I'd have to be using non-gambit, or I'd have to switch to party leader target or something, and just ignore the... Ah, alright, it worked out. +1 serpent eye. 3 out of 6. I guess it's not actually a 1% chance, then a 5% chance, because I'm pretty sure you can't get 2 at once by this method. By having them as both a monograph drop and a regular drop. I'm not 100% sure about that, but... it means the events aren't actually independent, so you'd have to use some more I guess, Adam, that's your keyboard?
Or just then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. Oh, is DC Crichton back? I think I remember doing this the first time now. And I was like, oh my god, how am I ever going to afford this sword? And then I ran around the Feywood getting the Feywood components, and I was like, oh, right. No, it's cool. I'm rich now.
Yay, money.
Hey, Swordmaker, how about I just buy you? Slavery's illegal, you say? No, 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 no. Nothing's legal when you have this much money.
This is Fallout, you kill the sword maker and take all the swords.
Well, the trouble with that is... in here, if you killed the Swordmaker, you'd only get the swords as a random drop.
True.
So, you'd probably have to chain Swordmakers. You could use the Dusty method by killing the Swordmaker and then exiting the area before their body disappears.
Right, does this work?
Yes, I don't know.
I can figure quick to talk on the two.
Ah, right, so you're both on push to talk now, okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Ben, is there a default push to talk key? I can't find it in the settings.
No, there isn't, I don't think. I think you have to manually set it up. And the
Because I
audio
manually
was-
set one, but I just wonder whether there's like a recommended or default one. But it seems not.
Sure.
Does it grab it when I'm like not even focusing the application? No, it seems to. Well, that makes sense. Cool.
Also, Dirdle, would you be able to do more like co-op streams, even if it's just like me lending my voice every now and then?
Yeah, co-op streams wouldn't be a bad idea. We need to find more things to talk about, really.
Yeah.
Conservative governments?
Oh boy, here we go.
I don't have anything to say about it, though, I just don't care.
I generally like to take the approach of this sort of channel to keep real-world politics out of it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It should be entirely politics and religion.
Yeah, I think I agree with Adam here, actually. We should be maximally political and, if possible, extremely offensive.
Indeed.
I no, I generally like to be sort of not political or religious because it's like, oh,
What a shame.
well, I'm not really political or religious, and like, no, that's another point. But in regards to a public stream like this, I like to keep those sort of opinions and such out, and just talk about gaming or whatever crap.
Well, I've got to say, I'm impressed that you found yet another way to be wrong about everything. Here I was thinking you'd exhausted all the possibilities.
How wrong you were.
I underestimated you.
No comments.
No, actually, if I'm going to be serious for a second, I do kind of agree with you. Well, it's difficult to keep talking about just gaming, but you don't want to get all, like divisive, really.
It's easy to just
Implying gaming isn't divisive.
Well,
It's
as
just
the Slate Star
science,
Codex post
technology.
says, one day Morlock said, you know what no one hates each other about yet? Video games.
Pretty much.
I guess it's science, technology. What you did last weekend, your pizza.
Oh my god, my housemate last night had this absolutely phenomenal pizza. I have never seen anything like it in my life. It was like a meter diameter.
Wow. You understand that I'm taking this as a personal challenge.
It was... Do you even have an oven big enough to do this?
No. But that's the nature of a challenge, isn't it?
Well, quite. Like, I'm not sure whether I'm willing to permit you doing it slice by slice.
That would be heresy at least.
But it's the only way I can conceive doing it.
Pizza finds a way.
Where there is dough, there's a way.
Manufactured pizza.
Manufactured.
The reins of dinner back in the hands of man. DC Crichton, you had to play for graduation. You graduated from university, school, kindergarten.
Oh yeah, because like in the US,
They do have like
high school, whereas in the UK,
toddler
it's
graduations. It's weird and creepy in the way that only the stateside seem to manage to be.
Yeah, everything you graduate from, like high school, you have a big graduation ceremony. In the UK, you might get a bit of a inverted commas prom, but that's really not really, that's not really it.
Insect dusk. Don't go off yet, mates. Let's pick this up. There's a whole husk here. I'm doing Pyrian Flax's purge again. But still, I'm literally just running around picking up body parts at this point.
Come to punch.
Just wait until I get behemoth steaks.
I don't think in Britain we especially idolise either school or university. In America, they very, very obviously seem to. They really fucking idolise university. The freedom you get from your parents. You're not quite allowed to drink, but you do. And you don't really have that over here. And of course, in Japan, they do idolise university. They idolise the end of school.
How is Balthier levelling up so much faster than these other two? He seems to be consistently ahead. Behemoth steak, yes! Yes, we killed this giant humanoid muscle beast, basically. Straight out of Equius's wet dreams.
Is it flammable?
Yes, we've literally taken steaks from his body, and we're going to sell them and turn them into mega potions.
Nice. Yeah, so that's why I think that America have a big deal of having a big fucking prom at the end of school, because they're celebrating going into the idolised portion of their sort of cultural time.
Fair enough. I think I can see a point there. I'll once again remind you that every second you spend not playing Life is Strange is a wasted second. You think you know of Yuri harem endings, Adam? You do not know.
But does it
Do
even
not.
run on Linux?
Don't be ridiculous.
So there's no point then. There's absolutely no point trying to do it.
Get a real operating system.
Games.
My games, yes, my games. You're beginning to understand.
Fucking faggot. Holy shit.
Ben, you're not going to tell us to watch the language?
Nah.
Alright then.
Last
No,
I
you-
checked, this was English.
So,
Off colouring,
like,
but not English.
Yeah, language I'm not too fussed about it, to be honest.
Alright, let's get fully political. My niggers.
Oh god.
Why can niggers say nigger but we can't?
And now you're getting to politics.
Alright, 5 out of 6 serpentize. We're doing it. We're
Clearly
making it
I
happen.
summoned the serpentine
I swear more.
with my venomous remarks. Oh!
See, alright, so when we have to go after High Arcana, we just need one from Dustier. Be sure to, like, call it racial slur or something. You'll think of something when you see it.
Do you have any summons that could feasibly be described as the racial pain hurricane? I hope you do.
The racial pain hurricane. No, the wind elemental one is chaos, I think. You don't get him for a while. Adrenalec's cool though, let's summon him. He is a dragon, so presumably he does have a giant hoard of money.
Oy vey.
Have we scared off the normal people yet?
No, you haven't.
Damn. Well, try harder. Maybe summoning the caster was not such a great idea against the reflect enemies. Oops, too late.
Sir, NLG montage parodies.
At least that drum like eats thunder, so we're not actually going to lose. We're just going to. Well, that was pointless.
Oh yeah, so I've borrowed a, so my boss here...
So basically, we summoned a servant of the gods, bound to us by forces beyond reckoning, and he died to a couple of feathery fuckers in the woods.
Awesome. Oh, it gets the resolution of my second monitor light. No, for free, over here.
Monetization, something, something.
It's got an aspect ratio of 4:3.
I wasn't following, if I'm honest.
We've gone back to 2004 with this monitor.
Wait, hang on. You have a time-traveling computer monitor?
Kind of, but it's basically a universal, like, 1024 resolution.
Honestly, the time travel sounds way more important. Like, way more important.
Yeah, there's an aspect ratio of 4:3, so...
Snake plus...
Because 16:9 is boring.
Accept no substitutes for the correct ratio.
What is the correct ratio?
4:3
Why?
is better.
Alright. I can believe you.
You don't get like 10 miles of wasted space on either side when doing anything useful. Literally only widescreen video is useful on the widescreen monitor. Everything else benefits from being a different shape.
Yeah, we're back in about 5 minutes.
It says a lot about our computer market that, that it's just kind of, computers have just kind of become content consumption devices, insofar as that term is despicable.
Well, I think I would agree with you. Which sword? The Ultimate Blade? I believe we made it in the last stream to this one, Moogles and so forth. You make it from 2 death powders, 2 adamantites, and a Gnoma Halcyon. Whatever. As you can see, it's sexy as all hell.
How your shield.
That's a real English word, Adam. You can't just do that.
Neon or Shion?
I can't remember what the difference is, but I think I liked the Yandere one more, as you'd expect.
I quite like the idea of not dying.
Just because your taste is shit doesn't mean everyone else has to agree. I don't see the problem.
Like, a kitchen knife through the face isn't the problem.
You're thinking wrong. That's what happens when you do something awful, like betray their love, by, say, looking at someone else or talking to anyone else or so forth. If you could truly understand, you would agree. I'm kind of pushing it, aren't I?
A little. We have reached territory.
Almighty RNGesus, who dwells in there. Well, there are still plenty of snakes in the snow, I guess.
I assume you have like 1 million sickle blades by now.
Oh no, those are another monograph drop at like 10 or 15% or something. So I only have 10 of those. But I think I have an ample sufficiency of insect husks.
Ooh, crunchy insect husks.
They are so crunchy. They might be described as crunchy. A thick insect carapace hard as gemsteel. If it's as hard as gemsteel, how about I use it instead of spending all this time making fucking gemsteel? Only those from the largest insects have any value, and the price varies with the piece's luster. They all sell for the same amount, of course.
Well, in fairness, I think gem steel is something you can actually manipulate and forge, while insect husk is kind of the shape it is, or you've broken it.
Do like the Aztecs do and glue it onto a piece of wood.
Yeah, so
That will only get you so far.
7129
He already answered that.
Okay. So I just got back from being AFK.
But I might go AFK soon and start the preparation of dinner, which, as I've mentioned, will be pork neck chop things and a pile of potatoes, and maybe also maltacking and broth.
Also, if their hides are as hard as gemsteel, which is well known to be one of the ridiculously hard materials from here, how am I killing them with these, regular metal weapons? Alright, I guess one of them is adamantium, and as well, crossblade is made mostly of air magic, but...
But you're clearly pinning them down and fucking sawing through them slowly.
I think that's plausible.
Well, okay, they're not entirely, completely, solidly, unbrokenly coated in this material. They're sort of chited.
I mean, they're insects, aren't they? So they have an exoskeleton. But presumably they have joints and stuff so they can move,
Exactly.
so I guess they must have some soft parts. Man, we're doing this very logically. I'm happy.
Yeah, so you're just kind of killing them through the soft bits, and then you're sort of peeling off the hard
Ooh,
bits from the soft bit underneath.
Oh, that's not an image that I was prepared prepared for.
You're sort of retching off the sort of these like,
Alright.
solid parts from the sort of insect flesh.
Let's switch back to Cutie Party.
Are we kawaii ugu?
We are going to be the kawaii-ist. Right, Varn, you're on the hat build.
God, Ben, it doesn't even have 300 views.
It's okay. To be fair, our YouTube channel doesn't do super well in regards to views, to be honest. I think now doing much better.
Worrying about views is probably like the
Yeah, I
problem.
don't really care, to be honest. If people like it, want to watch it, they can do. If not, meh. Yeah, our Twitch channel's doing much better than our YouTube channel these days anyway, so... But to be honest, our YouTube channel is pretty much where we export our Twitch videos. Because Twitch only retains them for like 14 days.
Yeah, wind damage isn't really very good here. Let's use the Koga Blade. The Dark Ninja Sword. Oh no, it's two-handed, never mind. It'll be by itself then. I was not thinking this through. You need thieves' cuffs. Doesn't really look two-handed, does it? Oh well. Let's assume that... Wait, are these guys just gonna be Dark Eater? They probably are, aren't they? And dark weapons. I continue to fail to think this through. Hey, I'm from the north. Yes, we're still after Tornasol, Oxymoronity. We're currently getting serpent eyes from basilisks in the Feywood. They're not terribly common, but we only need like
Now,
2 more.
I was going to go into AK in a moment. Now, I was rewatching Ben's video.
Yeah.
Which involves spooky scariness.
Yep. Yeah, Adam's from the north of the UK, I'm from the north of the UK, but we're not in the UK at the moment.
Indeed, neither of us are there.
Though they should be. What can I say? Round up all the northerners. And the Welsh. I'm kidding, obviously.
Some sort of bizarre, like, intra-UK ethnic cleansing.
Exactly.
And Dirdle's from the south. It's a
Fucking southern.
Yep. Southern very liquid.
I'm a man of taste and distinction. What can I say?
So how are you finding all that prayer 5 times a day?
Amazing. I especially like oh yeah, it wants me to do the puzzle to proceed to the end of the area, but I don't want to do that because that sounds boring. What I'd much rather do is kill the same monsters over and over again until they give me exactly the right items I need to make a sword that's marginally better than the swords I have at the moment. That's excitement. But yeah, I believe Adam is supposed to be heading off to create himself some dinner.
How come there are so many Muslims in Britain, but the kebab tastes awful.
Oh, now that's
Oh, that's
multi-level racist right there. That's like that's like multi-track drifting on the way to the concentration camp.
The party then will be round to Thursday's house shortly.
But I think my question still stands. I mean, okay, there are loads of Turks here too.
To be perfectly honest,
in Germany. So
to be perfectly honest, kebabs are just no, like kebabs are just crap anyway.
no, have one in Germany. They taste fucking amazing.
Well,
I
the
think
problem, Adam, is that white people have no culture. White people have no culture. White people have no culture.
I think it's more than the fact that we're British, we get drunk. When we're drunk, we'll crap food like crappy dollar kebabs and we don't care about the
We're
quality.
being really political again, even though we promised not to be.
Yeah,
I made no such promise.
To be honest, we didn't promise.
Okay.
How many is that? It's only one more, right? We're close. We're so close. What the fuck? We have 7? I have one too many? What the
Let's
fuck?
get a word in edgeways.
Yeah, just basically saying, yeah, dollar kebabs in the UK are shit. They're okay in Canada actually. We just have very poor taste in quality.
We kind of do, yeah.
Yeah, we bring it upon ourselves to eat crappy food after drinking pints of beer.
Like 12 pints of beer in a night.
Is this the right end?
Yep.
Well, they're all the right end when you haven't solved the puzzle.
As the actress said to the bishop.
So when I put this video to YouTube, should I put some sort of flags of warning big teams of racism? From
Oh god,
Mickey
like
Hurst.
fucking highlights.
Yeah, warning may contain teams of racism from Thirsty.
You know, warning, may contain some serious fucking red pills.
Go back to 4 chance poll, or 8 chance poll, or 16 chance poll, or 69 chance poll.
Forever free.
Or 360 chance poll. Is there a 360 chance?
I don't know, but there should be.
Or 420 chance?
You can bet Infinichan has a subreddit for it. 360 MLG. I'm just saying, their system is just a reinvention of Reddit. We all know it.
I wonder how many chans. I wonder how many new
420
chans are actually like a front for international Jewry. Which is a
Right.
brilliant phrase. that must be used more.
Okay, can you avoid swerving into the anti-Semitic?
Right, can we just change the topic before
Ranty.
the awful sort of watch out on us all?
Praise be to Hot Wheels.
Alright, fine. In for a penny, in for a pound. Okie dokie.
Yeah, I'm reminded of a joke by I think it was actually by a Jewish guy, something along the lines of one Jewish guy was reading the National Socialist newspaper, and his Jewish friend said to him something like, what the hell are you doing reading that? Like,
I'm YouTube for it as well, so some crap. Yay for admin powers.
What? No, dude, that's a good joke. It goes like this.
I was in the middle of telling a joke. What are you doing?
I can finish that joke if you like, but
But yeah, so the joke basically goes, well, in our newspapers, we're being rounded up and sent away and never seen again. Having our stuff taken away, and we can't find any legitimate work. But in their newspapers, we're in control of the banks, we're in control of the international politics. It's a riot. It's clearly a much better paper to read. But yeah. I think there was a better way to deliver that, but I think the joke is kind of still obvious.
alright, so now we're going to chain these guys for Win Slice Opinions, which are our next money thing. And you thought we were actually done with the Feywood. Oh, you poor sad fool.
Implying you can ever end Fey. Is it like a curse, like that any location in the game that has Fey in it is like far too long?
No,
It translates so
if you do this
far.
place normally, it's relatively easy.
Well, yeah, but who put the foot first games normally?
Me, the first time I played
What are you
this,
doing?
although I did chain Mirror Knights because they're really easy to chain and they have really good drops. So I did
When
grind a
like,
little bit here.
10. In fact, when did this game come out? Like 2001? No, later. 2000. No, what am I about? 2004, 5, maybe.
I don't know. Google it.
Oh shit, they have one of their rare versions. Alright, that's cool too. Yeah, this guy has no challenge whatsoever. Maybe if they all had reflected on themselves to begin with and they started casting Aeriger on themselves, they could take out one of my guys. Oh, that was a trophy mark. Okay, sure, whatever. Still don't care. As long as it sticks in the same chain. It'll take a long time to level this chain up since I'm taking all the loot, but it doesn't really matter because all I want is lots of loot, not any particular high quality of it.
How does the actual gameplay?
Come again, sorry?
How does the gameplay? I'm just basically watching the chat and not the actual gameplay.
Oh, you see, well, I run backwards and forwards and I kill these sort of bird humans, and I take their
Okay.
feathers and skin and stuff. But, you know, there's almost no actual blood in this game, so I think it got like a PG-13 rating.
Ooh, that's harsh. Bumper sticker. Your gene pool needs a little chlorine.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ouch.
What political faction is suggesting using such a bumper sticker?
Well, this is on jewishmagazine.com, so... And it contains a very sort of anti-Arabic joke earlier on the page, so I'm sure it isn't actually anti-Semitic or anything. It's just kind of just hilarious.
I see.
You are depriving some poor village of its idiots.
That's a classic. Man, 2 wind crystals. If only I didn't really have a full stack.
I took an IQ test and the results were negative. We're born naked, wet and hungry, then things get worse.
Highbrow British humour.
Beer holder. Yeah.
How do we have a highbrow British humour?
If you lived in your car, you'd be home by now. Cats, the other white meat.
I always learned that
How
one as
many
baby,
roads-
the other white meat.
How many roads must a man travel down before he admits he is lost?
Classic.
Eat well, stay fit, die anywhere.
Repeatedly naked, wet and hungry, you say, Oxymorality. Goodness. New levels of lewd in this stream.
Well, I'm only one of those at the moment, so I'm going to start the
He's nice to
resolution
have any
with that.
good
I'm going to put
deals.
things in the oven and then come back. So, see you soon.
Very good plan. Proceed. Doesn't matter, I got chain level 4 anyway. Right, so how close are we to a stack of pinions? I guess they'll be with the feathers, won't they? That's actually quite high up. Here they are. 29. Got a fair way to go then. $31. $35. Even with a full stack of pinions and a full stack of prime pelts, I don't think that's enough to buy the sword by itself. We're going to have to find another quick source of cash. Fran, you're experienced in worldly matters, are you not? No, that's just crude. What's our... This is a very fast method of getting high-value loot, but it's so far from any shops that I'm not sure it's actually the best way of getting quick money. There are some secret areas in the Still Shrine of Miriam that have good loots of various kinds. She already has a benefactor in the form of Balthier. Is he not a wealthy English peer of sorts? One has to grant that his wealth is acquired through methods perhaps best left unspecified, but 38, 40, 43... Okay, making really good progress at this highest chain level. $45. You know, now that I have the raise magic, the actual fastest way to generate money might just be killing Dustier. Although I suppose I would need the Indigo Pendant to 47, is that? I'm reasonably certain that it lands. The mirror mails are worth a good bit of money as well. Yeah, like that. Though, of course, they're not as common. Alright, 4 suits of mirror mail. Feel free to prove me wrong. It's gonna be 50 something. Call it 51. It's 54 then. Famran. I don't recall anyone with that name. Maybe I wasn't paying attention there. How about some of these holy relics we're carting around? Like, the Sword of Kings, that's gotta be worth a bit, right? And you know it's only a 30 power greatsword, right, Ash? I'm just saying, we're gonna pick up a 140 power greatsword, so... Or the Dawn Shard, you don't need to tell anyone that it's lost its power. $56, $59... $62... $64... $66... $69 plus 2 more suits of mirror mail. Between all the mirror mails and Francisca's, maybe we do just have enough money. Well, there's only one way to find out. Oh, that's his real name. I wasn't paying attention. I thought his real name was Bonanza, but that might just be a surname. I lost count, I'm going to have to check the Winslice opinions again. $77, okay, quite a bit more than I thought I had then. And you need another 22. Nah, don't worry about it. If we stay too long and get too many, whatever, it just means more mirror males and mirror scales, and those are worth a fair chunk of money, and if we leave too soon, well, no big deal. We'll just have to either come back or pick somewhere else to farm. Oh, we don't want to carry on that way. That's that beeping noise. One second, I have to check the source of the beeping noise.
Yeah, it's coming from your laptop, by the sounds of it.
It's not Tox, it's not Mumble.
Right, so I'm going to make myself another coffee, so I'll be back in a bit.
Well, now I've managed to generate more blooping, but I don't think that's helping. Let's abandon the blooping.
And Dirdle, anybody else going to be joining us in Mumble at some point? From Sector Alpha?
Come again, sorry?
Anybody else from Sector Alpha joining us in Mumble at some point?
I don't have any arrangements, but people are welcome to help on if they want to. See, I have tea. I'm classy. I couldn't find the source of the beeping. I found another source of different beeping, but that seemed unrelated.
Hi, I'm also the British guy. No, I'm not
Force,
falling for the
that's
stereotype.
81
No,
when slice
I'm not.
opinions. '83 when slice opinions. God damn, that 87. That gun with the mud shot tears these guys to pieces. The mud shot has an absolutely great description. I feel like looking at it again. Oh, can I not see it from there? Oh no, I guess it was only in the Bazaar Goods description of when buying it. Oh well. It's like, it makes enemies blind, and at the very least gets mud all over them.
Oh, actually, leave my computer to make some coffee. Please be back in a
I
bit.
think I just had an Earl Grey. 4 more suits of mirror mail, okay. That should be 83 when slice opinions. '85. I can taste it, lads. The sword wants to be made. To be honest, I don't really know anything about tea. It's just a matter of pretending and sounding confident. I bet Alex Punter would know actual, like, what tea is for what time of day, or at the very least he'd be able to pretend and sound more confident than I do. I don't know if he's online though, and whether he'd be interested in discussing Final Fantasy XII and tea etiquette. Speaking of Sky Pirates and tea etiquette, Mortal Engines remains one of the best book series of all time. I really wish Peter Jackson would make a film out of it, since he owns the rights to it. Or if he's not going to, sell the rights to Studio Ghibli, because my god, I would I would cut off one of my own limbs with a nail file to see that. '85, '87, '91. We're doing it, we're making it happen. Those plants are really weird looking, aren't they? They're like mushrooms, but green, and with, like, tongues or something. 93, 95, 98, good enough. Oh, you want some too, do you? 99 and then some. Right, let's leave this forsaken jungle. Man, you know Studio Ghibli, right? Some Serious Desire. Like, you know Studio Ghibli, the ones who did Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away and lots of other great anime movies. And you know Mortal Engines, the books about the moving cities. Not only are they the perfect fit for each other, but they're two of my absolute favourite things. I'll grant you cutting my lump with a nail file might be physically difficult, but you know, I've solved harder problems before. As the actress said to the bishop. You don't know the Mortal Engines books? Oh, that is unfortunate. Well, I recommend them strongly for all that they are children's books. I mean, I recommend Lord of the Rings strongly, and that is theoretically a children's book. No thank you. No thank you guys, we're not buying anything. We're good, we have insurance. Guess we've ended up in the Parameter Rift. Well, it's not a long sprint to Mount Baromeses. Okay, we only need one more component, which is one last High Arcana, and we're going to do it by abusing Dustier yet again, because I can't be asked with any of the other rare games. And getting another Soul of the Master just sounds like more RNG misery, so we're not doing that. So basically it's, you know, sucks to be you, Dustier, try not spawning right next to a region change at an easy spawn condition and being killable by Phoenix Down. Aha, man, we're actually spreading the phrase with the Bishop and the Actress. That is amazing. We're doing it, guys. We are continuing to make things happen. Yeah, we're mostly friends from university, as you say. Although I think we have some people who joined as part of Sector Alpha, though I don't think any of them are around today in the stream. What have we got? That's much better. I should have done that much sooner. Oh, we need to start posting Anne's letter around now that we have access to Balfenheim, don't we? Though that is a side quest. Anyway, we don't need any of these worst characters for this. Well, it's true.
I'm back.
Man, it feels weird to be back in the brightly lit Dalmasca Westerstand. Incidentally, if you're watching, we're going to be demonstrating the way that you gain levels early in the game if you want to be abusive, rather than playing the game fairly or some kind of crazy shit like that. There's a monster here that spawns if you have less than 10% HP. And dies to Phoenix Down. And you can do that right from the very start of the game. It's very efficient. Cruel, but efficient. Now we need to get Penelo's HP down, of which I believe... Oh, no, we don't have Infuse. I'm sure I did have Infuse purchased, maybe I just don't have it licensed. Dusty to max, wow, that's dedication. Alright. Lowering HP 101. Charge will fail because you have way too much mana. Build up some mana because you don't want to kill yourself. Ideally, I prefer not to die to its dark as well, though by this point my magic resist is probably good enough. Regular Arcana. I think I need to turn the battle speed down just to be on the safe side.
Right, the oven is full.
The oven is full.
With my stuff.
With your stuff. Eyebrows, eyebrows.
With my meat and potatoes.
Your meat and 2 veg, haha. No items.
No, just the one, just potatoes.
Right, so here we are abusing Dustia. Usually you do this for levels. I've also done it for Arcana earlier to make the Hermes sandals with the auto haste, way before I could actually get the haste spell. And now I'm doing it for High Arcana. I won't know when I've actually picked up the High Arcana because I have to leave the screen before its body disappears, otherwise it despawns like all enemies do when you kill them. But enemies die when they are killed. Not this one. Not if you're quick.
I have obtained an additional cold beer. The
An
other one is still
additional cold
defrosting.
beer?
But I have the one that's like cold, but the other one is still fucking defrosting. I hear voices. I hear voices in the distance, Oscar.
Voices in the distance. I would assume they're my housemates, but I can't actually hear their voices because I have headphones on. The irony of this is rich. Yeah, where do High Arcanas get stored? I was assuming... Ah, there they are. I have one, so still haven't got the second one. Die, die, die.
Die, monster. You don't belong in this world.
It doesn't. It actually doesn't.
When do you reckon we'll get some more Helsing Watch with Punter?
Well, given the exceptionally good progress we've been making overall, I would hope this evening.
Well, basically, so, I mean, I'm happy to watch some this evening, but it just depends on the time, really.
Yeah, if Punter is here, if there is time. Depends how much money I have, or like how much gil I have, basically.
Yeah.
That's the only limiting factor right now.
I
At least
don't
I
want to go
think
to
it
bed.
is.
I don't want to go to bed any later than about, well, between midnight and 1 my time. 1 is the absolute latest. But yeah. Oh, pardon me. That's a very strange enemy you just killed then, like a giant fucking skull spider thing.
Dustia. This guy is an undead guy that spawns when you have less than 10% HP in this area.
That's very specific.
He dies to Phoenix Down, as undead that aren't immune to instant death do. And he's... Yeah, you can do this right at the beginning of the game, and he drops a ton of XP. And if you leave the area before his body disappears, he doesn't despawn. Well, no enemies despawn if you can leave the area before their body disappears, but this guy is particularly easy to do that.
So basically, you can just, as long as you can do it quickly, you can just keep going back and
Yeah.
forth without having to like go all the way out of the area
Yeah.
and back.
He also,
again.
on average, drops like 1.3 Phoenix Downs worth of money and loot. So, at the beginning of the game, you can do this infinitely to gain as many levels and as much money as you want. But obviously,
Maybe a bit tedious.
it would be sensible to stop after a while, otherwise you're going to make the whole game boring for yourself.
That too.
You know, the first part's going to be boring because all you're doing is fight. And come a bit closer to the edge.
So what are you doing for this guy now in particular?
He's a rare monster, so now that I have a... what's it called? Canopic Jar, he will sometimes 5% drop High Arcana. Which is much easier than trying to make a High Arcana or trying to
Okay.
get them from any other rare monster where you'd have to kill them and then go through all the tedium of respawning them again. Like Anchag, for instance.
Indeed. Okay. And you can wreck him pretty quickly.
Yeah, especially with Gambits. As soon as his HP bar comes up, throw Phoenix down. Phoenix down is, because it's an item, items are always instant no matter what the actual battle speed is, so he's never going to get to cast Dark.
So just appear, get wrecked, appear, get wrecked, appear, get wrecked.
Pretty much. The trouble is, because I leave the screen so quickly, I have to periodically check to see if I've actually got the High Arcana yet. Because I wouldn't have come up, is the thing. It would have.
Oh, the notification thing.
Yeah, because the notification gets dismissed when I change screen. The item is
Why
still
has he
there.
got so many fucking books?
Why has he got so many books all game? Well, they're like Grimm's Tales in this world. And this guy is, I guess, a lit fag, basically. Fresh from /lit, telling us how genre fic is terrible. Politics in Final Fantasy XII is nowhere near as good as in their classic book about some middle-aged housewife cheating on her husband for reasons. I'm not going to get that one. Sometimes the angles are wrong when you can't get the loot, so you have to just leave. It's always painful, but hey.
And I have a
Oh, that's close.
reserve. Was I complaining this week about the coffee machine not working in the department?
Possibly not this week, though the coffee machine is also broken in our department, so, commiserations.
Yeah, no, the milk, it won't dispense the milk. And yes, I know coffee milk, fuck off. I need milk in my, like, chocolatey coffee that I have as, like, sustenance, like, 7 times
You know
a day.
what? I don't actually drink coffee because I find the taste too bitter and unpleasant, right? I'm not going to criticise you for putting milk in it. I don't drink milk in my tea because I don't like the taste of milk, but if you want milk in your coffee to make it less unpalatable, whatever.
Well, yeah, so obviously I drink the coffee. I mean, the coffee from the machine tastes quite nice, but I don't drink it for the taste. I drink it so that it fucking wakes me up. But as
Sounds
it's,
nice. But...
oh, pardon me. As it's been a few days where the machine has just refused to be able to dispense milk, I've been going kind of crazy because I just can't drink the straight black coffee because it also, for some drinks, it also refuses to dispense sugar. But it seems to not really depend on anything. It's just kind of random. So what I'm doing, I've got a Tetra Pak carton of UHT milk that I'm going to take into the department tomorrow. And if the machine doesn't give any more milk, I will just use my own milk. And hopefully I'll be able to be sane. But no, basically I want to be able to leave my house in the morning at about 6.
Yeah!
Maybe a touch earlier.
I have mercifully been allowed to forget the existence of 6 AM recently, and I appreciate that.
Well, I want to basically, I want to be in the department before my supervisor gets there, and he gets there like clockwork at kind of 7:30, 8. And I want to be able to have him walk up to me in the morning going, you know, what the hell, what happened on Wednesday? And I want to be able to have some, like, stuff to say, look, I've got some stuff now that we can talk about, and that whatever point in today you are free, we can talk about it whenever. But if I just, like, turn up and he's already at his desk, it's kind of harder to have that conversation from that point of view.
I see. What the hell did happen Wednesday?
Looking super good at the moment, hence why I'm kind of sending messages by typing them in on the chat.
But yeah, so, I don't know. My supervisor's a bit pissed off about generally the fact that the America flight booking thing kind of got fucked up and is now like all last minute bullshit.
Yeah, the problem with my latency is that it fluctuates because of Wi-Fi and the routers at the opposite side of the house. This is quite a big house, actually. First world problems.
But yeah, and so yeah, he doesn't have the highest opinion of my self-management at the moment. To
I
put
just
it
realised,
bluntly.
I want to see what the Arcturus looks like in this definition. Oh god, there's a gorgeous gun. Why did I ever use the Fallout? What foolish mistakes have I been making? Well, your self-management is actually very good, so, you know, his opinion must have been pretty good before, and it'll get back to good again if you know.
I don't know. I just have the bad habit of putting certain things off. Yeah. Well, of course, as well, it's Germany. So the expectations are, of course, a bit high. But still,
Well,
I
it's
have
true.
made a couple of very, very sort of obvious, like easily attributable to me, and fairly so, mistakes in the last like month or so. And I think it's just a bit pissed off because obviously it makes things a bit stressful for him to do too, because you know it means he has to be able to advise me like immediately on every like next step of what to do.
Yeah, sorry if I disconnect and reconnect randomly every now and then. My Wi-Fi's been a bit shit.
Indeed. That feels like no
Basically-
Ethernet.
Well, considering the relatively opposite side of the house, and
long
this is in
cable.
North America, these houses are quite big.
I've gone through like
Like it.
30 Phoenix Downs without a single High Arcana. What are the chances of that? Not too bad, I
Well, what's
guess.
the drop rate?
5%, so you'd expect one every 20, I guess, but the chance of going 30 without one would just be 0.95 to the 30, which, off the top of my head, is not much.
It's not-
Can't more than 35% or so, but it's not unreasonable.
Yes, I do like to call it twatter. You're quite right.
Well, to be fair,
Splatter.
it is full of twats.
That's pretty much the etymology right there.
Although, if we're honest, that's true of almost all of the internet, so...
Well, yes, but
Yeah.
this has a name that lends itself to the description.
Yes! Okay, High Arcana. Right, let's go see if we've got enough cash for this bastard sword. Alright,
Oh, Jesus,
alright,
is it
alright.
happening?
Strictly speaking, it's a two-handed sword. Well, either we have enough
happening?
money or we have to do something else.
I'm gonna be working on some Alpha CMS as well, by the way, now. Gonna fix the profiles.
Hey Oscar, can you sell everything at the same place?
Yeah, you can get to the bazaar from anywhere, but as a matter of
So
preference, I quite like doing it at the
you'll
move
just-
through bazaar
you'll just-
area.
You just empty out the economy of the city that the bazaar is near.
Pretty much literally that, yeah. You don't have to go to this place, you don't have to go to Move Through Bazaar, you can go to any shopkeeper. I'm just going here because I like it here. I feel like it
Some
has the right
random
kind of
shopkeeper in
ambience.
the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Random shopkeeper in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
just has like 700,000 gil
yeah,
because you have stuff.
yeah.
Great.
Were you expecting something else? Alright, we can dump
Not really,
those.
no.
We can dump at least 6 of those. Oh, hell yes, we can get rid of those things.
It would be interesting if the economy was somewhat dynamic and like adjusted based on supply and demand. and
I
had,
would like that. Although,
that
you know,
kind
not
of
every
thing.
game can be Resetia.
I think that was probably one of the most important mechanics that was missing from Freelancer. Which you need to play.
Which you have said I need to play.
It's amongst my backlog. Probably.
You know, I mean, because the game's basically begging to have, you know, the trade system supplemented by a fluctuating economy, but it's just not there. I mean, the economy it fluctuates based on region, but not based on time and context as well, which, you know, that would be like really nice. You know, so they're basically the optimal like mining routes or trading routes are kind of static. Well, okay, they are static. And the only really like variable is you know, like getting raided on the way, which of course won't happen if you're friendly with a lot of the pirates. But that's a different kettle of fish entirely. Because if you're friendly with the pirates, then the optimal trade route is in fact to trade something illegal, and then you want to make sure you don't get caught by the authorities.
That seems like a pretty good mechanic. I like that.
So yeah, as I say, it's begging to have the economy be dynamic, and it just isn't. But as it is, you still get a lot of mileage out of what's there. But yeah, so basically, the way to make fucking tons of money in that game is to buy cardamine, the illegal drug, the legalist of illegal drugs, have a freighter ship, fucking fill it with cardamine, and then get to the capital of the American star system, where it has the highest sell price, and somehow get to the sort of capital planet, which is surrounded by police that will constantly do random cargo hold checks on you. I mean, otherwise you'll trade at maybe the pirate base near there, but you don't get anywhere near as much money for it. And if you're farming money, then well, you can get to the pirate base quite quickly. But I don't know, it's just not. It's better to be able to get to the planet. But hard.
I don't think we have enough money, guys. I think we're too poor.
We look currently nowhere near the correct amount.
We're about 250,000 short, yeah. Now, it's not impossible for us to come up with that much, but I would expect another run of Mirror Knights at the least. Possibly Mirror Knights and Prime Pelts, unless anyone has some other way of quickly generating money, because I don't want to go back to the Feywood. I just don't.
Do you want me to like search engine, like money?
If you do, and then you don't tell me that you have, I'm not going to complain. Probably the answer is the Feywood for the fastest, so I could just look at my set of guides that I have open. / lazy.
Well,
Alright,
okay.
we still have a shit ton of Franciscus
I
to
found a
sell.
page.
And some Thorn Maces,
Do you want me to
apparently.
read out the page that I found?
Go for it.
Okay, so it ranks them in terms of like the amount. You know, AC is like different points in the game you're at. It gives 7. Is there something in the game that there's 7 of? Maybe that's a relative to like I don't know. Anyway, so there's the best one. It says Great Crystal.
Not there yet.
From Mom Bombs. Okay. The one next to it is Miriam Bloodburns from Dark Lords in Zeremus Room.
Oh yeah, that would actually be really efficient now I think about it. That's a good idea. We should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good
So
because
you
there's a gate
get,
crystal right outside.
The one above that was Mirror Knights in Feywood.
Well, we have 700,000, which is a little short, I feel. I don't think we have anything left. because the sale of the stuff itself is counted out by the fact that you have to then buy it back at a higher price and then sell it again at a lower price. So let's go kill some bones in the spooky, scary shrine for another 50 to 100,000 gil.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the page says that the Mirror Knights gives you about 120k per 99 in about 40 minutes, while the Bloodbones give you about 150k per 99 in about 30 minutes. Apparently.
The Bloodbones are also much easier to get to, is the thing. Although I suppose they're including that in my calculation.
Yeah, I'm just reading from the page, but that seems... if you agree too, then it's probably sensible.
And we don't need a whole lot of money, we just need a fair old bit. And most importantly of all, I'll go back to the Feywood when you drag me there. Seriously, fuck that place.
But yeah, the diamond armlets seem absolutely amazing.
Yeah, but I do have the diamond armlet available to me, but I can't get to the Great Crystal without advancing the storyline, which would defy the point of getting things as early in the storyline as possible.
Indeed.
So let's see how well we do against the spooky, scary skeletons that nearly killed us when we were fighting Zeramus for real.
That was fun. I remember watching that.
That's a damn good fight, as I recall. Not quite as good as Orthros, or indeed Cuchulainn. Those two fights were my favourite too so far. But, yeah, Zeramus was fun.
God, this long weekend could have been much longer. These 4 days have just gone. It's such a shame. I mean, I enjoyed it, but still.
Well, that's the thing about time. We wish we could fit it to ourselves, and it rather insists on fitting us to it.
Like, just give me like the last 4 days again a few times until I'm bored.
Yeah, I think we'd all appreciate that capability.
And let me keep stuff between cycles as well.
The other reason this one's going to be quite fast is that respawning the area once you clear it out is really easy. You just hit the waystone twice. But, or I suppose you just turn your gambits off to avoid killing any of these other enemies and breaking the chain. Eventually you'll get to spend loads of time in pubs and gaming, the two best things in the world, bracket, apart from sex. I don't know. I'm willing to put them well above that. What can I say? Liking sex, 2015. I shiggy diggy do.
No comment.
Move your glorious buttocks over here, Penella, we have skeletons to kill.
But moving around and going to pubs and playing games is awesome, no?
Yeah, these guys hit really hard, relatively. But they also die quite easily. I wish I had the Holy Sword Excalibur, but that's another thing that's living in the Great Crystal at Giravegan. You see, to explain a little more, the storyline is largely concerned with magic rocks, so at some point you have to visit the biggest, magicest rock. I suppose if I wanted to do this efficiently, I should herd up a whole bunch of them and then put them all to sleep and Kiraj them to death like the bats, but I don't have Kiraja yet. I suppose it might be supposed to be pronounced Kiraya. Skeletons tend to spawn in weird ways, is an important thing. They have a little ring around them, and when you walk over that, as long as there aren't a certain number of other skeletons already spawned, you'll spawn skeletons. I think the number in this room is just the maximum 6, so... or maybe it's 5, since usually you'd be fighting Zeramus as well.
In a second, I'm going to go and check on my food. Not right now, but in a sec.
Back to greedy, loot avoiding tag. Yeah, I like this. This is efficient. It's an interesting query. That's the other problem in this world where you feel you have access to a lot of other people, everyone thinks they can do better. A constant search for the fairy tale romance, as Hurst puts it. Whereas the resources I've consulted, well, the resources I've been exposed to in the past would indicate the opposite, that thinking that you have lots of options tends to be a good thing in terms of romantic success. Like an abundance mindset, as it's called.
Right, okay, checking on food now.
Go for it. Godspeed and so forth.
Yes, let's say I like to call it the grass is always greener idea, where we always wanting more.
Does that not... Does taking the Waystone not successfully respawn the skeletons? That's irritating. Because it does respawn those Oversoul creatures outside, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I like to think it's the grass is always greener theory, where we're just always wanting to kind of like, we're always wanting more, I think that we can always do better, and then sometimes we try out to do something and change something, maybe changing things for the worse.
There's clearly still plenty of skeletons, though. Man, I'm getting spooked hard. Alright, so I guess we need to dash out through the door and back in again. Well, we can do that. Seriously, some random scrub tier mob is going to land a null on me and take all of my MP. These Reaper mages are actually clearly higher level than the other shit in this dungeon, aren't they? Yeah, I can't even tell their level. What's their deal? What's their deal? Damn! No, you scrub! Stop attacking! I don't want to kill them. We have skeletons. Am I not wearing my armour or something? No, there it is. I should have ridiculous magic resist and defense. These guys just must be the actual stone cold nuts. Well, damn. And bearing in mind that there is absolutely no way to clear these guys out. Maybe the skeletons aren't that good. Respawning them is clearly a pain in the... Would you rather this battle system or the one from Kingdom Hearts? What? Just as... like, for every RPG to play? Probably Kingdom Hearts. I mean, for all that... Like, I really like the strategy and the gambit system. And the, like... the sort of rock-solid, well-built feel for Final Fantasy XII, but Kingdom Hearts just has this glorious, fluid... Kingdom Hearts 2, actually. The first Kingdom Hearts game was very good, but Kingdom Hearts 2 just had quite probably perfect combat, in my opinion. Oh, we probably ought to switch gambits on the balance of things. That'll be why they're not casting haste and protect and starve. I don't mind at all people discussing off-topic things. It's just that I don't have any relevant knowledge on this one. Because I don't give a fuck. I guess I ought to use Shell before running past the Reaper Claws. Yeah, that'd help. Also, I probably already have a lot of Blood Darker Bones. These guys are just throwing them out there. Yeah, I have 50 already. So it probably takes around 2 runs of clearing this room to create a full stack of blood, dark, and bones. Damn, son. Damn it. Not getting any more, I guess. Is the spooking over? Looks like spooking is just about over. I think we actually have a full stack of bones anyway. At the very least, we should have enough money. Oh no, we're only at 88. 92, I guess. Nope. No more skeletons. Oh well, easy come, easy go. I don't think the pebbles are even magical. They're just ordinary pebbles. The, like, fire stones and stuff are magic pebbles, but the regular pebbles are just ordinary, well-worn pebbles. But, I mean, if you killed a monster and all it dropped was a pebble, I think you'd probably take it just as a souvenir or, like, a keepsake. Goodbye, skeleton chain.
talk more on chat, but I'm also coding at something as well.
Well, maybe you should. Depends if you've got anything to say, really.
Yeah, true. I'm also talking in the actual Twitch chat too.
There's an advantage to talking in the Twitch chat, which is that you get synchronicity with the other people in the Twitch chat. Whereas talking in this chat, you end up with the back and forth delay in it. Well, I find it kind of awkward, at least.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, it's not bad, it's just different.
Yeah, I guess I like to use the Twitch chat if I'm directly talking to somebody. You know, directly talking to a user in the chat. But if I'm wanting to, well, just talk to, you know, in general, contribute towards the stream, then I'll be talking like this.
Fair enough.
And use the actual, or talking to you more specifically as well. Yeah, so for those who have just recently joined us, yeah, this is Dirdle, Cosmo Squawk, and AP Hurst when he's back. We're three guys from the UK, and just talking about Final Fantasy and a few other things. I'm currently based in Canada, Hursty's in Germany, and Dirdle's in the UK. And if you like what you're seeing here today, follow us on Twitter.
There's not a lot to see
Twitch,
today.
Everything, YouTube, whatever. It's all the links are around this sort of thing. Oh, Facebook, and yeah, if you want, yeah, so you can get notified when we're broadcasting and whatnot.
Oh, we just need Hersey to come back so we can finish the sword, really. I don't want to make it without him. That would be cruel. Let's go have a look at the hunt board while we're waiting. Yeah, the description for the pebble is, no, hang on. It's not in the clan primer, it's just in the inventory. A common, featureless stone with a pleasing colour and shape, the kind treasured by small children. Hint, hint. Like, it's basically being like...
that was an amusing point for me to come back.
Right on cue.
There's an inventory item, the pebble, you'll see on the stream.
Summoned me.
Well...
So talking about children, someone's AP Hurst.
Alright, so I could accept all of these hunts, but since I have enough money now, let's go make the sword instead, since everyone's here.
So basically I missed most of the grinding.
It was pretty boring, we just killed a bunch of skeletons in a room.
That sounds really cool. Yeah, to be fair, killing a bunch of skeletons in a room sounds like a fucking awesome time.
To be fair, if you were... yeah, in real life, that would be the coolest thing you'd ever done. But in this story, it's just one of the things you gloss over. Like, oh, we walked into a room, some skeletons were there, we killed them, right, next thing.
How depressing.
There are the blood-darkened bones. There we are. That's gotta be enough, surely. Alright, let's sort our loot. God, every time! Okay.
Imagine playing dot hack. Remember me constantly whining about the inventory management there.
I believe you were pretty upset with it on several occasions, yes.
Well, it's like, you know, sometimes, I mean, as I say, I love the game. I find it really fun. But if you've spent like maybe 2 hours going through some particularly deep dungeon, and then you need to spend another hour with your inventory before you can do anything else. It's like, I never asked for this.
Well, that's a shame because you're getting it. I don't need to do this, I'm just trying to make it a little clear exactly what we're going to be doing. Because we are, again, abusing the game mechanics just a little bit, in order to save 3 High Arcanas. Because, as you saw, they're not particularly fun to get. Getting 3 more would just be running in and out of Dusty's zone another 30 times or whatever. Well, another 80 times or whatever.
Why do you keep a bent staff? What's the point?
Well, I only have one. Suddenly it makes perfect sense. Aren't you glad you listened? I really hope I managed.
Final Fantasy XII LARPing, live action role playing.
What is the point?
Do not do this.
No comment.
What else was there? Phase Stone, if I still have any. I've sold plenty though, so... There we are, 4 Phase Stones. Oh, and the Scarletite, I need to pick that up as well. Yeah, you can auto-sort, but you can't auto-sort them so that the ones I need are right at the top.
Can you not like sort by value or something?
I could, but these aren't in any way the most valuable. They're just essentially a random selection by any actual sorting measure. There's no sort by stuff to make Tornasol. Exactly. Okay, so first off we need to make another High Arcana, which is made of a Soul of Thamasa, 15 Arcana, and either 1 or 2 Phase Stones, so I'm going to sell 3.
These pork chops are nice.
And that opens up... Oh wow, a shit ton of stuff got unlocked by my massive sell-off. We'll come back to it. Mysterious substance that feeds on night's darkness. I don't think that's the one. Life Crystal, that's the one. Don't know what mysterious substance is. We'll open that later.
So, how do you unlock Bazaar items?
Right, okay, we're going to explain Bazaar mechanics, and I'm going to do that before selling things, because trying to do both at once will result in me selling something wrong, and we'll be spending more hours grinding. So, when you sell loot, it gets put into the market. When there are more than certain thresholds of certain types of items in the market, all of those types of items in the market get consumed, and a new item becomes available on the Bazaar.
Right.
Second point, if that applies for 2 different sets at once that overlap, say for instance you need 5 feathers and 2 fruit to make Phoenix Downs, and 2 fruit and 3 pelts to make potions, and you sell the 3 pelts, 2 fruits, 5 feathers exactly, both the Phoenix Downs and the potions will become available. They'll share the fruit. Yeah?
Okay.
The important thing is kind of that it consumes all of them no matter how many you've already sold. Like, I've sold 99 Blood Darkened Bones now, but if I made the Ivory Pole, which requires 8 Blood Darkened Bones, all of those bones would get removed from the market. This is also very notable for repeatable items, like the potion, for instance. If you did that again, like if you sold 6 pelts and 4 fruit at once, you'd get 1 potion, but if you sold 3 pelts, 2 fruits, bought the potion, and then 3 pelts and 2 fruits again, you'd get the potion again. Not every item is repeatable, of course. Okay, so the first thing we're going to make are the gem steels, which are the Hellgate's Flames, the Damascus Steel, and the Scarletite, 2 of each. No, 1 Scarletite, sorry. Matchless Metal, that's the one. And we need to repeat that twice.
I didn't make any mount happening, by the way.
Oh, that's a shame. A lot of the money we got needs to be used to buy these matchless metals and so forth, because they sell again at a much lower price than you buy them for. Free market at work right there.
Hand rubbing intensifies.
Pretty much. Right, that's all our matchless metals. If I wanted to show off the exact recipes, I would make the remaining things one at a time, but I don't want to gain surplus high arcanas, so we're going to be doing 2 things at once from here on. Right, to make a Serpentarius and an Imperial Soul simultaneously, sell a high arcana, 2 Serpentires, 4 snake skins, 2 War God's bands, and a soul powder. And that gets us... where are they? Why am I bad at... oh, there we go. Jewel of the Serpent and Jewel of Creation, obviously.
It's counting too hard.
Pretty much. An otherworldly light emanates from within this jewel. A profound sense of peace comes over all who look upon it. It's literally the stored souls of dozens of dead beasties. Oh well. And we'll be doing that a couple more times. High Arcana, 2 Serpentines, 4 snake skins, 2 War God's bands, soul powder. That was it, wasn't it? Arcana, snake skin, serpentine, soul powder, War God's band. Yeah. As you can see, this is chewing through my cash. Arcana, 2 Serpentine, soul powder, 2 War God's band, 4 snake skin. One more Serpentarius, 1 more Jewel of Creation, and then we sell them all. 3 gem steals,
Oh, goody.
3 Serpentarius, 3 Imperial Soul, the Sunflower, 600,000 gil, a single beautiful sunflower, brilliant as the sun, wondrous as creation.
I think the Jewel of Creation was an item in Valkyrie profile. That really rings a bell.
And of course, we can't just not try out such a device. Skinny Teenager doesn't seem like the right guy. Well, we just may as well license everyone to it. We have license points coming out the ears.
License points coming out the ass!
That would be painful.
Better than the alternative.
Honestly, given that the alternative is not license points coming out of the ass, I feel like it's not, in fact, better than the alternative. I feel like the alternative...
You misinterpreted what I meant by alternative.
I may have done this deliberately, yes.
I or did you fear that the alternative is in fact the direction of movement of license points with respect to the ads?
Oh, I sorted them, didn't I? Can't do that. And the correct thing here is the Genji gloves, but we don't have those yet. So we'll make do with the bubble belt. Where's a fun place? I kind of like there, but I suppose the best one is probably still... no, screw it. I do what I like. I have a fucking Tornasaur.
Where did I put the defrosting beer?
You don't know how much I want to see this weapon in high definition.
Soon you will. Soon.
And there you go. One time sunflower. Take him apart, Ash.
He wants to be the very best.
Better than all the rest. To capture him is his real test. To train him is his cause.
I get the feeling one of the lyrics there was wrong, but okay.
To capture
God
him is
damn
his real
it.
test, to train him is my cause. But, yeah,
Fuck you.
I'll say it in third person.
Right, Penelo just quietly laid some support to the wielder of the invincible god weapon. Right, there we go.
Oscar, I posted some steaming hot opinions in the Twitch chat.
Go fuck yourself, basically. Try to be more wrong. I mean, no, okay. Yeah, Penelo is basically best girl. I can't really argue with that. For once we have the exact same opinion.
I am agreeing with those opinions as well, for the sake of agreement.
For the sake of community cohesion.
Indeed, indeed.
Well, gents, it's been a day.
Well, indeed. So basically, what do we have to show for our effort?
You see this piece of... you see this gold
This
item
wobbly
that the
metal.
girl in the game is carrying around? We had a great time, I hope. We talked shit. We discussed best girl. We learned a lot about the bizarre mechanics in the game, about the best places to farm money. We got through the Arcadia storyline.
I had a partial retelling of the entire story.
I'm pretty sure Van and Penelo are like 15 or something. No, hang on, let's see. Rex tells you his age at the start. He says he's 17. Yeah? And he says that Van is 2 years younger than him. And this is 2 years after that. So Van must be 17. And Penelo is approximately the same age.